1. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can't block me. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Off. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Check. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Stay with your man.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 190.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's now 2nd and 6.
198.
From the 39, Jackson. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
98's the mic. Get in the weight room.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Ready, break. Mike 51. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jones now operating from the gun, letting one fly, and now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 17, Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Ready, ready. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw is Jackson from the gun on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Okay, double up. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Jones looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led. Oh, now Breida loses it. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. The 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
70, Indy.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Niners, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.